Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. I want to talk about the good, let's talk about the bad, and I'm going to talk about everything in between. Alright, now the show opens up with a promo with Logan Paul. He basically says, Jey Uso is not championship material, Jey Uso isn't good enough, and I will beat Jey Uso at the Saturday Live event. However, Gunther interrupts this promo and basically says, if you think you can beat Jey Uso, that means you think you can beat me. Basically saying Jey Uso is stronger than him, which is true, right? Gunther literally tapped out to Jey Uso in 7 seconds. So Gunther trying to intimidate Logan just shouldn't work at this point, right? He basically just says, I will be waiting. It's the same shit he said last week, right? I will be waiting for whoever wins this match between you and Jey Uso. And then he walks out. Logan Paul just kind of talks shit again. You think I'm scared of you, blah, blah, blah. And then Jey Uso comes and super kicks him at the end. We then get a great backstage segment between Jey Uso and Paul Heyman. And in this segment, Jey Uso did not even speak a word, right? Paul Heyman did all of the speaking, and he basically warned Jey Uso, saying, if you remain champion, you will have that target, and we're going to come after you endlessly. And that's all you needed to say. And there we go. That's our next storyline after this Saturday event. We then get a tag team match between AJ Styles and Penta versus JD and Finn Balor. And I just had a question while watching this. Why is this match even happening? Why am I watching this match? Why did they book this match? Right? Like, what are the reasonings, right? What does AJ Styles and Penta get from winning? Nothing. What does Finn Balor and JD get from winning? Nothing. So, I just don't understand this random match. I guess it's not random because they've been doing Penta against the Judgment Day since he's been in the WWE. Can we remove Penta from the Judgment Day? Can he do anything else? Right? And then every fucking ending is the same. El Grande Americano jumps in and beats up Penta for Penta to lose. This happens every week. I think this is the second week straight where the ending is just like this, where Chad Gable comes and beats up Penta. I don't want to constantly see that shit. And since they already did, can we please start a storyline between Penta and Chad Gable then? Can Penta be mad at Chad Gable and start chasing him or following him? Have a storyline where Chad Gable's going home or at the gym working out and Penta just comes in and beats his ass. There's so many different things that could happen from this type of storyline. You can turn Penta heel. Penta could just get so pissed off that Chad Gable keeps involving himself in his business that he just turns heel, right? He goes after Chad Gable's family. He makes fun of his kids. He does this. He does that. You could do so many things. You could, you know what I mean? Turning Penta heel, people won't see it coming. You could do a lot of good things, man, from a storyline like this. But knowing the WWE, knowing Triple H, this won't happen. And it's not like I've been thinking. This is just random thoughts on the top of my head. You got to be creative. You have to try new things. We then get a triple threat between Becky Lynch, Roxanne Perez, and Natalya. And it's cool to see Natalya because growing up, Natalya was one of the prominent women wrestlers when I was a kid. So it's cool to see her again. And she's still moving great in the ring. And she did end up taking the pin, which was probably the reason why she was even in this match. But it's still cool to see her, right? And for this match, Roxanne Perez did win this. And to be honest, I don't really know why. And before I talk about this match, Roxanne Perez, I forgot to bring up, she is in the main roster now. She's officially on Monday Night Raw. Forgot to bring that up. But yeah, I don't know why Roxanne Perez wins this match, right? I believe Becky should have won. Yes, Lyra Valkyria came to distract Becky and ultimately is the reason why Becky Lynch didn't win this match. I would have had Becky Lynch win because I think Becky Lynch is in a spot where I'm not going to say she wins the Money in the Bank, but I'd rather a heel or someone who's looked at as a heel, and not a lot of people like Becky Lynch. I just think that would be a good person to have as a Money in the Bank. But yeah, I would have chose Becky to win this. I wouldn't have Becky win the Money in the Bank, but it would just be cool to see her at least in that competition. But we got Roxanne Perez, so, whatever. We then have a locker room segment, and this was just a useless segment between Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. It's the same fucking segment that we've been getting for fucking 3 years. All right, Sami Zayn basically says, Jey Uso, I always got your back. Jey Uso, whatever happens, I'm going to be there for you. And if they do try to bring the numbers game, just know I'm here. Like, it's some fucking corny Power Rangers fucking segment. Like, what are we, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I'm tired of this fucking Sami Zayn and Jey Uso fucking, oh my god. These guys are your main characters, and they're just the fucking cringiest, corniest fucking characters on the show. And here we go, right? Let's talk about Rusev, okay? Why the fuck are we wasting weeks with Rusev, right? We're trying to put this guy over. This guy is new. Well, he's not new to WWE. Obviously, he was with the WWE. But we give him a match with Otis, and then he has to wait 4 weeks just to fight Tozawa. Are you fucking kidding me? So basically, we have to wait 1 more week just to see Rusev squash Tozawa. That could be a match we could have gotten this... Like, why didn't we get this week? We've been waiting. We've been waiting 3 weeks just to see this fucking match. And now we have to wait another week? We waited 4 weeks just to see Tozawa versus Rusev, guys. Good fucking show. Wow. This is great television. I'm so amped. I'm so excited to watch this match, guys. Like, it's so dumb, man. It's so dumb. Tozawa as a character is cool, man. Like, I have nothing against Tozawa, but why are we waiting 4 weeks just to have a match with Rusev? It's going to be a 2-minute match. Probably not even. You know what I mean? They could have had this any time last show. It literally could have taken 2 minutes. Not even. But it's alright, man. I'm enjoying these Rusev vignettes. I'm enjoying his promos. I think he can talk really well. To be honest, when I was a kid and I watched Rusev, I didn't think he was as good on the mic as he is now. Like, now, I'm not going to say he's the best mic worker on Raw, but he's one of the better mic workers. Like, his character is believable. And that's all you want. As a fan, or when you're watching the show, you just want to watch believable characters and them being entertaining. Right? He looks entertaining. He looks believable. I just don't like what they're doing with his booking. Like, come on, man. How are we supposed to take him serious if he's just fighting jokes? He's fighting Otis and fucking Tozawa. You know what I mean? Have him fight an actual good fighter. Have him fight Andrade. You know what I mean? Andrade's not doing shit. Have him fight Santos Escobar. Have him fight one of Santos Escobar's lackeys. You know what I mean? Have him fight the whole LWO. Like, these guys aren't doing anything. What is the LWO doing? Nothing. Let him fight them. You know? Like, it's... man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Next, we have a great match between Waller and Sheamus, and the in-ring psychology of this match was great, right? Well, I remember when Sheamus was thrown out of the ring, Waller came out and talks to Austin Theory. He's like, "Take notes. See this? Take notes." Like, that's the shit I want to see, man. It's funny, and this is why I want to see more of Waller in Theory. I don't know why they're young. These guys are young guys, and they just have them have the same backstage promo every single fucking show. And at the end of this match, I'm pretty sure Austin Theory, I'm not sure if he turned on Waller, but he kind of ended up is the reason why Waller lost, right? Like, Waller was going to quit. Austin Theory blocked Waller from leaving and basically said, "You're not going to quit. Come on. We don't quit." And he just got grabbed by Sheamus, and he just got beat up. And that's how he lost. So, I don't know what they're going to do with, the future of the story. Hopefully, they can just continue and expand their story, because also, in the beginning of the show, I forgot to bring this up, Grayson Waller was seen with the New Day. He was talking in the backstage with the New Day, and I hate how they don't show the actual scene of them talking, but they were. They were shown walking in the backstage, to all three of them, Waller, Woods, and Kingston, all three of them. So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we get a... Waller trying to find his group, trying to find his people, and those people are the New Day. That would be interesting. I kind of want to see what would happen, with that. And same thing with Austin Theory. Austin Theory tries to find his people, or at least tries to find himself. And maybe he finds Seth Rollins, who wants to save him and wants to revive his career. Maybe he finds... I don't know, the Judgment Day, right? Like, there's so many different options that these guys can go in. These guys are still young. And I want to see them progress. That's what I've been asking for. That's what a lot of these fans have been asking for. Use your young talent. Use them, right? There's no point of not using young talent that can show up every week, that want to show up every week, that want to make a name for themselves. It's It's not hard. It's easy. I'm like, all right, you're young. You want to make a name for yourself. I will put you in a place where you can get yourself over. It is not hard, man. Now, on our next qualifier Money in the Bank match, we had Zoe Stark versus Rhea Ripley versus Kairi Sane. And in this match, there was a nasty injury. Zoe Stark, I mean, damn, I felt so bad watching this. Oh, my God. Her knee literally went cut in half. Like, ooh, horrible, horrific injury. I really like Zoe Stark. I thought, if they gave her that push, and I think they're going to start giving her a push. Because I remember on Twitter she was saying, I don't know exactly what she said, but she basically was saying how all these other women on the division have to show their ass to get over, or they have to shake their ass to get over, and I don't do that type of shit. And that could have been a great gimmick for her, right? Like, how I'm doing this the right way. All of these other girls are doing it the wrong way. That could have been a good gimmick for her, but we couldn't even start that gimmick or even know what their plans were for her. Hopefully, we can get her back. I really don't know, a year. I feel like that's a year type of injury to heal. So yeah, that really does suck for Zoe Stark. Rhea Ripley did end up winning, which is like fine. I hope Rhea Ripley does not win the Money in the Bank. Like, why the fuck would they have her win Money in the Bank? That would just piss me the fuck off now. Yeah, man. Decent match. It was sad to see Zoe Stark get hurt. That was basically it. Now, to end the show, we had Jay versus Braun, and that basically leads to a 2-on-1 when Seth Rollins comes in, and basically they beat up Jey Uso. Jey Uso needs help. Then comes Sami Zayn for the rescue. Sami Zayn comes in. Then they brawl out. CM Punk then comes out. Jey Uso stays in the ring. And then when the show is about to end, Logan Paul comes out and knocks out Jey Uso. There we go, and that's how we end the show. All right, the ending, I'm not a fan of. It was too much. Literally way too much. I'm not a fan of the constant brawling and all that shout. I feel like almost every match had a disqualification as well. But yeah, that's it for this review. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.